Alright guys, so for today, I just wanted to make a video going over my predictions for the upcoming Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day. I should just make a disclaimer quick. I didn't make this bingo card, I just found it on this website, Bingo Baker, so credit to whoever made it. It doesn't say like who exactly made it. I don't know if it's like an AI generated one or whatever, but I'll go over some other stuff that I think of, but I'm just using this little bingo card as a base point here. I am super fucking excited for Pokemon Day. I can barely contain my goddamn excitement for this shit. It's been since February 27th of last year, Pokemon Day of last year, that we got any news on Pokemon whatsoever, with the exception of, like, the anime and, like, all the mobile games. I mean, like, mainline news, okay? Like, ZA news, been quiet since reveal. We don't know what the game's even gonna look like or anything. And yeah, I guess we'll start with ZA. We're definitely gonna get something for ZA. If we don't, I will throw a riot. And if we do, I will freak out regardless. Cause yeah, what I do hope is that it's not just like a quick little 3-minute trailer or something like that. Like I think after waiting for a whole goddamn year, we deserve a whole lot more than that. We deserve fucking like a 10 to 15 minute gameplay highlight. Now, realistically, is that going to happen? Probably not, but let's shoot for at least like 7 minutes, okay? I think 7 minutes is fair. And yes, I think the starter should be revealed. The release date should be revealed, or at least the release month if they don't have an exact day. We need to know when the hell this game is coming out. And we need to know the time period. We need the time period because depending on where the game is set is really going to dictate my excitement. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll be really excited regardless of where it's set, but I really, really want the game to be set in the future. Like I said last year during the Pokemon Day video, my first ever Pokemon game that I played, and actually my first ever console game that I ever played was Pokemon X, because I got my 3DS back in 2013, and it was the first game I ever played, and that's partially why I love X and Y so much, but even I have to admit, despite my nostalgia, that X and Y have a ton of flaws, or not even flaws, but like things that could have very well been expanded upon in a Z. And we should have got Z, and we never did, and now we are finally getting some version of that, and I am just so excited to see what they have cooking. My one concern, though, is that it may be a bit too similar to the XYZ anime, because they adapted some stuff from Zygarde into the anime that they just didn't do into the games, but I'm sure it'll be different enough, especially because we have Horizons going on, and the Rucorium, and all that stuff that links to ZA, I'm pretty sure, so I'm sure it'll be a different enough plot. I doubt they do the exact same thing. It's just my overthinking brain overthinking again. But yeah, I'm just so fucking hyped for ZA. As for any other major announcements, well, I guess we'll go over those soon. First, a new movie. I actually think a new movie might be possible because we are supposedly getting some new anime-related stuff on Pokemon Day, although that could very well just be stuff for Dragonite and the Postman, which is that new little short anime thing they're doing. It looks pretty cool, right? But yeah, I definitely think that there'll be something anime related, especially because episode 86 airs the day after the Presents, and that is the episode in which the Rising Full Tacklers face off against the Explorers, or at least that whole kerfuffle begins, and we really need to know what happens after the whole Rakua situation. So I think we'll definitely get some anime stuff. I don't know about a movie, though. I hope, but I wouldn't get my hopes up like a whole bunch, because I want as much time to ZA as possible. Like, okay, that's another thing. Like, the ZA reveal presents was fire in 12 minutes somehow, but I don't think realistically that 12 minutes is going to cover everything we need to cover. Like, we better get a fucking 20 to 30 minute presents, dog. Alright. Next, Unite. Yeah, that's a given. I don't really give a fuck about what they announced for Unite. What I do hope they talk about is Synapse, and it sounds like they will talk about it. It's supposed to be this new multiplayer game. Multiple sources have leaked it. But Koo's whatever now. He said, oh yeah, guys, we're going to be getting Pokemon news in January, and January goes by and we get nothing at all. But Pori, who is another well-known leaker, has leaked something, so I think we'll see something Synapse-related, hopefully. Synapse is at least what they called it in the Terra leak. Sleep, yeah, that's pretty fucking obvious. Johto remakes, no, that's not happening, fuck that. New EV, this says Evolution, but I'm gonna assume it's either Mega Evolution or Evolution, and I think both of them are plausible, although Mega Evolutions are way more plausible. Dude, I could not wait to see new Megas. New fucking Megas in 2025. New Megas, it's insane. TCG Pocket, obviously. They're gonna glaze that shit up because of how successful it is. But I hope they don't waste too much time on it, because they just announced a little, like, an update for it, right? Like, the Sinnoh one, I think. Like, they didn't just announce it, but it was, like, relatively a short while ago. Mystery Dungeon, I'm sorry, I don't think so. I mean, maybe Spike Chunsoft doesn't really have anything cooking right now, as far as we know. The only thing we know from them is that they're going to celebrate the Danganronpa 15th anniversary this year. Switch 2 mentioned. Probably all they'll say is, oh, Legends ZA will also be playable on the brand new Switch 2. Be sure to check out the Switch 2 Direct on April 2nd. Like, that's all they're gonna say. They're not actually gonna give, new news on the Switch 2, I don't think. Or maybe Legends ZA won't even be available for it. Who fucking knows? Alright, Cafe, or I mean, technically it will because of backwards compatibility, but anyways, Cafe Remix, yeah, who fucking cares about that? New raid, that's pretty much a given. Unova remakes, okay. If anything, I don't think we'll be getting Unova remakes. I think it'll be Black 3 and White 3, but I don't think they're going to talk about that at all. Because, for one, unless we're getting it this year, which I really hope we don't, I hope they focus only on ZA, I think Gen 10 is definitely the next thing on the docket. But I think the absolute most we could get for Gen 10 is like a little tease like, oh yeah guys, Gen 10 is in the works. We really want to celebrate the 30th anniversary. Be on the lookout. Or like maybe a tiny little teaser, but like I don't really think so. But I think Unova remakes are definitely out. Or Black 3 and White 3 for that matter. Unless they do like a shitty BDSP situation with it. And if they do, I won't even count that anyways, because BDSP sucks and all those other games suck. Or not all those other games, but like anything, like if they make another game of that caliber, it'll suck. Although, if it's done by Pokemon Works, the new subsidiary they've set up with Ilka, then maybe it will be better. And I definitely do think they will mention Pokemon Works in some way. I really want to hear what they have to say about their philosophy for delaying games and making good content with Works. Like, Pokemon Works is huge. They're actually hiring new employees and they're getting new people to work on the games. It's insane. And I really want to hear more about that for sure. Go. That's actually debatable, as people have said, because Niantic is reportedly like maybe selling off to someone else, and that might put everything in jeopardy. Coliseum remake? Yeah, no. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Montage, that's a given. That should just be a fucking free space. Masters EX, yeah, that's a given. Home, for sure. I mean, maybe like home compatibility with ZA. I don't really know what they'd really show, but, yeah. All in all, I am very fucking excited for this Presents. I feel like they've been cooking, and we're finally going to see what they've been cooking after all this time. To end this off, I have a bit of an announcement. I will be doing a reaction to the Presents, but it unfortunately won't come out for quite a few hours after the Presents actually releases, because I won't be watching until way after the Presents releases, because I have classes, and unfortunately the Presents releases like right as my classes start, so I'll have to watch it when I'm finished. But I'll have the video up the day of the Presents for sure. But it's gonna be a terrible day of classes for me, since I'll have to sit through everything and just have nothing but ZA on my brain. Yeah, but I cannot wait for this Presents. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen.